Good morning. It is a cool, blustery day. And we are now up out of the way, or out of the trees with the non-views at Clingmans Dome that we're walking out to say we did. It's a slide mountain view all over again. Every now and then though, we see a blue sky. Straight up. So we slept in the shelter last night to avoid the rain, and there's quite a lot of short, heavy downbursts, so we were quite glad of that decision. But it wasn't really like all that much snoring, but for whatever reason, I didn't really sleep well. There's a lot of tossing and turning and all, but I'm very glad that the tent is not wet. One guy came in and his tent leaked and his sleeping bag was wet, which, you know, effectively should end his trip if they can't dry it out. It's getting down to the low 20s tonight and only up to about 32 at the shelter that we're going to. A little warmer. We're descending down to Fontana Dam, so the dam in the town that we're going to stay in tomorrow night at a hostel should be warmer. It's definitely going to be the coldest weather by far that we've seen on trail, so hopefully we're going to be okay. I think we're good tonight. It's just more a matter of packing up tomorrow and hiking, see if it warms up. Hopefully the sun comes out. But we just went over Clingmans Dome, so we were at the high point on the AT. So theoretically it's all downhill from here, except for about the 52,000 feet of elevation gain and loss that's coming up between here and Springer. Turns out that this last section of trail is the second most elevation gain per mile after the Whites. So, yeah, yay for us. Anyway, hopefully the sun is supposed to come out and we'll get some views again today. Clearly nothing from Clingmans Dome, and it was cold and windy up there, so we weren't going to wait for it. But that's the news, and I'll catch y'all later. Well, it's possible, since that is directly south, that is Fontana Lake and Fontana Dam, but also seems like it might be a little too close, so not sure. But this is the view that we missed from Clingmans. And this is looking the other way. Back to possibly the same valley that Charlie Bunyan is on, but we're not positive. So, anyway, mountains are still colorful as we get lower. Up top, trees are dropping leaves. And hopefully the sun will be out a little bit more and help dry things out for tonight. Sometimes a tunnel is not green. Although, of course, we were going through a brighter, yellower spot. Now I pull the phone out and now, yeah, and the trees are more brown and less leafy, but you get the idea. Sometimes it's a yellow tunnel, not a green one.
Well, I already said.
So we're at the spring for the Derrick something shelter, and first one that's had a little elbow on it. It's one of the better flowing ones that we've come across recently.
That was hard.
It was. So we're standing here on top of Rocky Top, looking down at Fontana Lake. Every now and then the sun comes out and lights up the hillsides. Otherwise we're just kind of in the shadows. And we're just over that. little plateau. In the center of the frame is Clingmans Dome. Out of the clouds now. But you can see a little bit of the color. And tops of the mountains definitely fading, and anything in shadow is just looking dark. But I guess some of this is haze, and some of this might just be the smoky nature of the Smoky Mountains. Hey Coach, you're saying hi from the top of Rocky Top
Why
Mountain.
is there a song about this mountain? Because it just kicked our butts.
It did.
Oh, hi.
It's a long way to the top.
Wow.
So we have officially passed the 200 to go mark. So less than 200 now. And we reached 2,000 miles completed as well this morning. So yay for us. Anyway, those are the two big milestones. We still have 3 states to go. Unlike everybody that goes NOBO, when they hit the 2,200 mile, is already in Maine and they just have to finish Maine. So still feels like it's a bit of a distance. Today we're pressing on to the next shelter, the Russell Field shelter, to get a little bit closer to Fontana Dam, to have less miles tomorrow in the cold. There's low 20s tonight, which apparently is going to be approaching record low for a lot of the south tonight. So changed that plan, and we still have a 0 on tap for Wednesday. That was a planned 0. It's been a long 14 plus days since our last 0, and both of us are feeling it. And I just want to sit around and do nothing for a day, let my legs recover a little bit. Oh, and eat town food. So we'll take 2 days from now is Wednesday. We'll take that off. Just got to get to town tomorrow in the cold without losing any fingers and toes. So sun's out now. So probably views at Clingmans Dome, but we're not there anymore. So hopefully we'll get a couple of vantage points later. But the tops of the mountains are definitely starting to become bare. And it's the lower elevations that are now kind of more in peak. So we'll see as we approach Fontana Dam. Anyway, I apologize for the sun. Keep moving back and forth, and I know I get glare every now and then. So I'll catch you later.